All right, let's talk about this stuff. Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 ingredients you want to avoid in your cosmetics and in your skincare. So, I've got some products here. I'm going to show you some of the cosmetic graveyard that I have. Do y'all have that cosmetic graveyard? And if you're like me, you may not know really what to look for or what not to look for. Now, I had to wait a couple minutes to come on because there was screaming in the room next door because I put Christian down for a nap. So hopefully this will go off without a hitch. It is nap time chat, which means the kids are supposed to be napping. And hey, Nikki, good to see you here. How are you, girl? This is going to be fun. So anyway, so Christian's like, I'm not napping. I want to watch a show, yada, yada, yada. I was like, dude, go to bed. Oh, also, it probably looks like I don't have clothes on. Every time I wear this shirt, people are like, it looks like you don't have clothes on. Look at the shirt I'm wearing today, and let's all be sad together for a second. It says, I'm spending my summer at Camp Callahan. Well, Camp C Squared. That's my summer camp. That's not going to get to happen this year because of social distancing. So I'm super bummed because today is Monday, May 4th, and this is the time of the year where I start getting ready for summer camp. What are y'all missing out on because of what's going on in the world right now? And I know there's bigger, like sadder things. I get that, but my kids are bummed. Like my summer camp kids are bummed. This is where they spend their summer. This is my teaching fix because I don't teach anymore. So this is like the fun thing I do, for the last 7 years to get my fix for teaching. It's like my little at-home summer camp school. It's a combination of everything. So I'm super bummed, but I'm so thankful. I know, Crystal, it is sad. And girl, I was like, Kevin, you going to be work with me? I'm sad. But I'm so thankful that we have the opportunity to still work and to build businesses and to share and connect with people online. I'm so thankful for y'all who get on at Naptime Chat with me. What we've been doing this 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's just become a lot of fun. All right, so today on Naptime Chat, we have to do a couple things before we start talking about the topic of today, which is the top 10 ingredients to avoid in makeup and skincare and why. I have a couple of announcements to make for the last couple of days of things that we've been doing. So yesterday we did a game on Sunday Fun Day, and I shared with y'all that I always wish, hey Jamie, I always wish that I could be a game show host, and not a game show host. I always wish that I could be on a game show. So the next best thing is I have become a game show host. And on Sundays, we do Sunday Fun Day during Naptime Chat. So we played a game yesterday, and I had 3 people who got all the answers correct. It was all about like healthy living, like some trivia around that, like how many minutes of daily exercise you should get a day. 30 minutes was the answer. How many grams of fiber a day? 25 to 40 was the answer. What kind of chemical is in tea that's a healthy chemical? And the answer was actually flavonoids and antioxidants, but that was kind of a trick question because they didn't say there was 2 answers. Antioxidants have flavonoids in them, so that was, if you answered either of those, that was correct. The benefits of something I can't remember. So go back and watch yesterday. And then one more question I don't remember. So there were 3 people who got all 5 right. It was Jamie Freeman, Kathy Feltons, and Aaron Townsend. So I have to put them in a quick spin the wheel, and y'all can't see this, but their names right now. Here, I'll take a picture. I'll take a little video and I'll post this at the end. I have those 3 names in my spinner for the, and what they're going to win is a 3-pack of the detox tea, 3 days worth. All right, I'm going to click to spin. You might be able to hear it. And our winner is Kathy Feltons. All right, congratulations. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, Kathy, I will get with you and send these to you. Congratulations, Kathy. You just won from yesterday's trivia. Okay. Before we jump into the top 10 ingredients to avoid in your cosmetics and skincare, we have one more game we're doing. If you were with us on Saturday at Naptime Chat, we do Self-Care Saturday on Saturdays. And I gave you the option to type in the word bingo or self-care bingo. If you didn't do it, you can do it right now if you want this bingo sheet. And if you complete the bingo sheet by Mother's Day, I have a special Mother's Day giveaway that I'm doing over in our virtual party group, and I will include you. If you're also in the party group, you'll get more entries into the Mother's Day drawings. There's 3 of my favorite products, the detox face mask that I love, the body soak, and what's the other one? It's from the detox body line. I can't remember what the other, the body oil, I think, is the other one that we're giving away from the Pamper Pack. And also these sheet masks, these facial sheet masks. Have y'all seen those? Like the white that has all the ingredients in it already. So if you're not playing the bingo game, I put this on my fridge. It's self-care bingo. It's simple little things that you're doing to take care of yourself during this time. Because if y'all don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. And Crystal said that was a fun sound. It was. And I haven't gotten bingo yet, but I'm trying. So if you want the bingo sheet, just type bingo below. I'll send it to you. Or if you're over in our party group, there's more ways for you to win. All right, you guys, let's start talking about, did I miss anything? The water challenge people, if you're doing the water challenge, it ended yesterday, and I get to give away a bazillion prizes tonight to them. So if you're in the water challenge, make sure you're in the Healthy Living Group event for the water challenge. And I'm going to be giving away, I got fingernails. Look, I must really like that one set because I got 2 of the same ones. I've got hand sanitizer. Y'all, this is hard to come by. This is like a legitimate gift right now. I've got essential oils. I've got lip duos. I've got earrings. I'm going to be giving away fizz. You guys know that. I've got some Pampered Chef stuff. I've got butt wipes and toilet paper. So I already said Pampered Chef and some other stuff. Okay, so that'll be tonight. So 8:30 tonight, Monday, inside the water group. So get ready for that. Good job on to everybody who participated. It was a free, fun challenge. If you guys like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, head over to our virtual party group because we've got giveaways going on every single week in there. And we do a live party every Tuesday. All right, you guys, who cares about ingredients? Like, who cares? Throw up some hearts or type something in if you are like a person who cares about the ingredients that are in your lipstick. I just did a poll. I should cover up this disgusting mess I have back here. There. I just did a poll inside of our party group, and I asked the question, like, how important are clean ingredients to you? So why don't you guys answer this for me? Like, is it super, super important to you that you have clean ingredients? And are you an ingredient Nazi? Like, you're reading all the labels. Is it kind of important to you, but you're not really sure what even clean means or how to read ingredient labels? Are you like, I just don't care. I just want to know how much does something cost and does it work? So tell me where you're at on that. Where do you fall when it comes to ingredients? I will tell you, I was first exposed to even the thought of looking into my products 13 years ago. And at that point, I was 29. I was a newer mom. And when somebody was like talking to me about ingredients that were in skincare, I was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Just tell me, is it going to keep me from getting wrinkles? And does it cost a lot of money? Because I was a school teacher, I was a young mom, and I don't have a lot of money. So just tell me, like, is it going to cost more than $1 and will it take everything away? However, I remember Evan was a year and a half, and he had been on a prescription for eczema, and it was called Elidel. And the doctor was having him do Elidel prescription, Cetaphil cleanser, and Eucerin lotion. And I remember laying on the bed. I remember exactly where I was at my old house, and I saw a commercial on whatever it's called, a news show, episode. What's the part of the news? Like a news segment, right? On a mother who had overused her child's eczema cream, but it was one that started with a P. It was in the same family as Elidel. I can't remember what it was. It was something similar. And she just used it twice a day instead of once. And the child got, I think it was Hodgkin's lymphoma in that exact same spot. And I was like, oh my God, like, okay, now I'm freaked out. So I was like, maybe I'll start looking at if there's more of a natural option, maybe something that's not prescription if I don't have to use it. And if I do, make sure I'm really like educated in what I'm putting on my child. So it was that same timing that I learned about thinking about clean products. And I was like, yeah, I don't really care for me. Like, I still didn't care for me. I was like, if that face cream will take away the wrinkles, I'll put it on. But I was like, for my child though, maybe I'll look at something a little bit more clean or something. So that was when I bought a more basic clean baby line for him. And I was able actually to clear up his eczema without having to use the prescription. So then over the last 13 years, there's been way too much education out. Are y'all like, this isn't your first exposure to learning about this stuff, right? Now people are really starting to lead with, well, what's in it? So here's the top 10 things you need to avoid, and here's why. Do you all realize that in the United States especially, there is not regulation on what's in your products. So these are just different name brand products that I have. I think some of these I got for free at the spa. Some of these I got for free with certain purchases. Some of these, I don't know who this is from. This is just my cosmetic graveyard of stuff that I don't use, but I still have in my closet here. And then I have the actual products that I use on a daily basis that I have researched and decided are the best for us. Most products, especially those in the United States, so let's lead with that, are not regulated. So in the United States, they say there's about 11 to 12 ingredients that are actually banned because they've been found unsafe, okay? But the European Union has banned 1,300 ingredients because of safety concerns. So the US does like a really, really, really poor job of doing this. So y'all need to educate yourself. So I'm going to give you the top 10 ingredients that you want to look for. And if something that you're putting on your skin or body has that in there, make a decision if it's worth it or not. They say that the average woman uses 12 products daily. So here's a concealer. There's one. Maybe you put on some mascara. There's two. Maybe you put on some lipstick. There's three. Maybe you put on deodorant and wash your hair. And so an average of 12 products daily with 168 ingredients, individual unique ingredients. And they say, oh, let me roll up for my comments. I didn't realize I didn't realize I couldn't see the comments. Sorry, guys. They say that so most of us are using 12 products a day, 168 ingredients with known endocrine disruptors, which have an effect on hormone balance and fertility. And some have known clear links to cancer. That's why people are starting to look into their ingredients, right? Then add to it that you're like touching your kids or you're kissing your kids. And so this isn't just only about you, right? Okay, so let me check the comments real quick and then I'm going to share with you the 10 ingredients. Crystal said it's important. Barb said it's super important. Kathy's saying she's learning for it to be. Crystal said she wants to know everything. It's so funny how she never thought about it until she started eating cleaner. Then she realized, oh my God, I was supposed to lead with that point. She was only fighting a portion of the battle. I actually wrote that down in my notes. You guys, that is so true. How many of you are like, oh, I'm going to look into what I put in my body. I'm going to look at what I eat. And I'm going to consider the clean ingredients of the nutrition I put in my body. But then you're putting stuff on the outside of your body that you've never thought about. I actually did it the opposite way. I was doing like educating myself on all that personal care stuff. Didn't really think about the foods I was eating. That came second for me. So, hey, it's all a process. And then I started learning about household cleaning products. Barb woke up and filled her water bottle this morning. Okay. So the lack of regulation is a huge issue. The FDA regulates misbranding or false advertising, but they don't regulate what actually goes into the packages of your products. Okay. So like I said, here in the United States, I think it's not been updated since 1938. The list of ingredients that they have banned. Just saying. And here's another side note. If consumers report problems, like say you had a reaction with a lotion, if you reported that problem, you don't have to report it to the FDA. And even if you did, the FDA is not able to recall cosmetics. So it doesn't stinking matter. Okay, so bottom line is basically it's impossible to be sure your product is safe before it's sold if you're just trusting that someone is, like if you're just trusting the FDA to do that work. So then there's self-regulation where companies can do that. There's a cosmetic ingredient review, which has the job of testing ingredients. But you guys, that has failed too. And I won't read all of this, but I can send you this article if you want. 2018, Johnson & Johnson was ordered to pay $4.96 billion to 22 women who had asbestos in baby powder. We know this. Gunty Ranker, manufacturer of Wayne Hair products, settled a class action lawsuit for $26 million after consumers had hair loss. After decades of use in soap, the FDA finally banned, oh, this is one of my 10 ingredients, by the way, finally banned triclosan from soap in 2016 over concerns, long-term concerns for safety and contribution to antibiotic resistance. It says there's also a lot of known chemicals that are known to be dangerous, like the top 10 that we're going to share next, that the cosmetic industries are still using. Be careful Crystal, I will send this to you. Be careful when you see the word natural because it doesn't mean a whole lot. So if somebody says natural, it says natural products can contain just as many harmful ingredients as conventional products. Even products labeled as unscented can contain fragrances. And okay, let's jump into the top 10. I will tell you, I'm going to go out of order, but fragrance, it's actually on my number 2. Fragrance is like a cover up for stuff. Like, do y'all know that? Did you know that fragrance, if a company puts the word fragrance on there, they don't have to define that? Same with natural flavors. So make sure you know what your company defines as natural, and make sure you know what your company uses for fragrance, or what they mean when they put fragrance on the label. It could be like natural fragrance from, or natural flavor from essential oils or something like that. But make sure you know, because most companies throw the word fragrance at the end to like cover up everything else they put in there. Just saying. Number 1, parabens. I think this one was, oh gosh, 13 years ago. I think they were starting to talk about parabens, but I was like, yeah, that's weird. Y'all are like those weird crunchy people who don't want your parabens in your skincare. And now parabens are probably one of the top most known to avoid. They're preservatives found in everything from soap to lotion to makeup. And you guys, this is I said top 10 things to avoid in your makeup, but it's makeup and skincare that this can cover. Okay. If it has water in it, it probably has a paraben to keep it from growing bacteria. These fall under different names: methylparaben, propyl paraben. I'm not going to say iso. If it says paraben in it, avoid that. How about that? Number 2, we just talked about fragrance and parfum. Almost every single conventional skincare and cosmetic product contains artificial fragrance. Almost every single one. Doesn't matter if you're paying $2 or $20. A lot of them have fragrance added. Manufacturers are not required to reveal what's actually in their fragrance. So if you simply see the word fragrance or parfum on the ingredients list, it could be a cocktail of all kinds of carcinogens, allergens, endocrine disruptors, and irritants. That's probably the biggest thing I learned, is fragrance is just a coverall. So avoid that. SLS and SLES are sodium lauryl sulfates and sodium laureth sulfates. A lot of these are like the bubbling, the foaming agents in your products, especially like your bath products. So anything from skincare, cosmetics, shampoo, toothpaste, they're surfactants that can cause skin irritation or trigger allergies. Additionally, chemical compounds known as, I can't say this big word, nitrosamines are common byproducts of the sulfation process. 90% are believed to be carcinogenic. Now, here's an interesting thing, because a lot of this is in your shampoo. And some of my friends on here, y'all use a shampoo that I have not been able to sell myself on yet. Jessica said, oh my God, I want to, but it doesn't bubble up very much. I'm talking a lot today. And I'm like, but that shampoo doesn't bubble up very much. It doesn't suds up very much. I like when I just can, but I know that there's an ingredient that's not in it for a safety reason. So I have to get over sometimes something working a little bit differently because it's safer for me. So Stephanie Turner's been helping me learn how to use, oh my God, you guys, what's all over this? This happened while we were sitting here right now. What in the world did I explode black all over? Because there's mascara and I'm moving it from place to place? What in the heck? I don't know how I just did that because it's not on my hands. That's weird. I'll go back and watch the video. Okay, toluene is another. So sodium lauryl sulfates, that's kind of a big one. I think a lot of people have heard to avoid. But you will notice that maybe things don't suds up as much if they don't have them. Toluene is a chemical compound found in nail polish and hair dyes. And if you listened back when we first started listing some of, so the Cosmetic Ingredient Review Board, who is supposed to help companies self-regulate some of this, toluene is one that they missed. And so then there was a big lawsuit over that in 2016, I think it said that's finally been banned. It's a chemical found in nail polish and hair dyes. It's a petrochemical solvent that can be toxic to the immune system, and it can cause birth defects. If you're pregnant, this one says be especially careful of toluene and avoid nail polish containing toluene entirely. Kathy's telling me how to use that shampoo better. Crystal, you love it too. And you guys, fragrance is another one that's missing from the shampoo that some of these girls use. It does still smell really good because of what's actually in it on its own without the added fragrance. But some people are like, I love all the added smell and I love all the added suds. And you just have to decide if it's worth the health potential risk, right? Okay, number 5, phthalates. Phthalates are a plasticizer that are added to plastics to keep them from becoming brittle. They're also used in cosmetics. Not in this one, though. Also used in cosmetics, primarily in fragrances, and can also be found in other personal care products such as hair spray and nail polish. There are some acronyms that include DBP, DEHP, and DEP. Like parabens, phthalates are endocrine disruptors and can cause hormonal and reproductive problems and birth defects. All right, 4 more. PEGs. PEGs are polyethylene glycols. They're used mainly in cosmetics as a thickener, especially in lotions, shampoos, and sunscreens. And when I was, not this article that I'm reading right now, but when I was listening to a podcast about natural ingredients, they were talking about how if something is not an oil anymore, if it's a lotion, it's not 100% natural anymore. It's somehow been, it might use natural ingredients to emulsify it, but they might, most of them have used like harmful chemicals most of the time to emulsify or thicken the oils to become lotions. So PEGs is one that's used often as a thickener in lotion, shampoo, and sunscreen. It says PEGs, the polyethylene glycols, are often contaminated with both ethylene oxide, also a known carcinogen, and it says 1,4 dioxane. I don't know what that means, but it causes respiratory problems and is banned in Canada. Just saying. Nikki said the added smells are there to cover up the smells of chemicals. So true. Y'all, if you have like, I don't know who this lipstick, I mean, I know who this lipstick is, but I'm not sitting here trying to name like product bash or anything. But sometimes your lipsticks will smell good, or your makeup will smell good, and then later over time it starts to smell real rancid, like after the fragrance is worn off, because they add fragrance to cover up stuff. Number 7 is formaldehyde. I think we all know we want to avoid this, but it's used as a preservative a lot in cosmetics. It's a known carcinogen linked to asthma, neurotoxicity, and developmental toxicity. It can be found in certain preservatives. I'm not going to read all those big words. Avoid formaldehyde. Oxybenzone. This is actually a big one for sunscreen. Sunscreen comes in 2 kinds. Okay, you can have chemical sunscreens and you can have mineral filter sunscreens. The most common sunscreens on the market are chemical filters such as oxybenzone. And if I'm saying anything incorrectly, it's because I'm a kindergarten teacher, not a scientist. All right, if you want this actual article, I'll send it to you. Oxybenzone is a known endocrine disruptor and can alter thyroid function. It's also linked to skin allergies. Chemical sunscreen should be avoided at all costs, especially with children. Now, if you guys are like me, I do look more into what I'm putting on my kids. So we might be willing to spend money on our kids and not on ourselves, but then keep in mind, whatever's on your skin, they touch you, they're being exposed to. Chemical sunscreens. Okay, oxybenzone can also be found in moisturizers, lip balm, and makeup. Okay, number 9 is a foaming agent that I don't know how to pronounce, called, somebody give me like the sounds, like diethanolamine. It looks like diet han-o-la-mine. That's what it looks like if I were playing Mad Gab. Diet, that game's really fun, by the way. Diethanolamine. Diethanolamine is a foaming agent. It is a known carcinogen and respiratory toxin. The European Union has restricted its use in personal care products. Now, if you just joined us, we talked at the beginning that y'all look for stuff. If you're going to buy personal care, skincare, makeup, look for stuff that has European Union, the European Union, like, how am I trying to say this? Guidelines for what's allowed in it, because their standards are much higher. If the European Union has banned it, okay, the US has only banned 11 to 12 ingredients. Just saying, European Union has banned over 1,300 ingredients. The products that I purchase have over 2,000 ingredients banned. They've gone well beyond the European Union's safety standard, just an FYI. The European Union has restricted the diethanolamine in its personal care products. And it says, despite this, it's still used in bubble bath, body wash, and shampoo in the US. It's often abbreviated as DEA. I wish they would have said that in the beginning. DEA, if you have that in your products, avoid those. The last one, triclosan, is an antibacterial agent used in antibacterial soaps. In 2016, oh, I think this is actually the one that I I mixed those up. This one was one in up earlier when we were reading about a company that was sued for using this ingredient. I think it was triclosan. 2016. Yeah, this is the one. I screwed that up. So if anybody's taking notes, go take notes from the direct article. Let me send you the article. In 2016, it was banned from soap used in healthcare settings, but it's still allowed in personal cosmetics. That's interesting. Not only does it contribute to antibiotic resistant bacteria, but it's also a known endocrine disruptor. And it was shown to contribute to gut inflammation and promote tumor growth in mouse studies. Not good. All right, so that was my top 10, you guys. Top 10 ingredients to avoid: parabens, fragrance, artificial fragrances, okay, artificial fragrances, parfum, sodium lauryl sulfates, toluene, phthalates, PEGs, formaldehyde, oxybenzone, DEAs, and triclosan. If you need resources for safer cosmetics, Kathy, I'll send it to you. If you guys need resources for safer cosmetics, let me know. I will let you know where I shop. The company that I shop with has a 100% complete transparency policy. You can go type in any ingredients you're looking to avoid, and they will tell you if it's in any of the products that they sell. And that's anything from skincare and makeup to personal care and all my nutrition and everything else that we get. So if you are worried about even more than these top 10 that I gave you, if there's something else that you're like, I've heard don't use this, well, go research and find out why you're not supposed to use that. And you guys, it doesn't have to cost a fortune. Okay. So there are cleaner, safer, healthier products for you that don't have to cost an arm and a leg. The makeup products that I got, I just got a set of 10 makeup items and they averaged about $10 a piece. You guys, you're paying that much at Target for stuff. So anyway, and it follows all, it does not have any of those top 10 in there. So if you have the cosmetic graveyard like I do, and you're not sure what's in it, and you're ready to make some changes, message me. I will help you out. Crystal, you're welcome. I just basically read off an article. That was a long Facebook Live, 2:01. All right, guys, I'm hanging up because I've got my power hour for my business with on a Zoom. So I will see you all tomorrow for Tuesday. If you are in the water challenge, make sure you jump in tonight at 8:30 into the water event because I'm going to give all the gifts away. And if you guys want to be part of our Mother's Day giveaway and you want to play the bingo game, type bingo below and I'll send this to you. If you want to be in the party group, type party below and I will get you in our party group. We're doing giveaways all week, every single week. But this week we're focusing on mamas and giving you that time out you need. So, all right, guys, bye for now.